What if I told you that a few hours a month could easily make you more profitable and save you money? And I'm talking about thousands of dollars per truck per year. Would you spend those few hours? Of course you would, right? Now, what does knowing your numbers mean? If you ask most owner operators, they're going to spit out a cost per mile number, right? And that's probably what most people think, but that's only a very small part of the equation. Now, that's a good start. I'm not going to say that it's not. And if you actually know your CPM, you're like in the 10th percentile, right? Most owner operators don't even know that. But there's so much more to what you can do with that number and what you should be doing with that number. But if you don't know what to do with that number, never fear. I'm glad you clicked on the video because that's exactly what I'm going to get into in this video. So stick around.
We'll see it through. Staying driven, heart in every mile. Holding gears and I'm wearing a smile. From hustling city streets to the country lane. Driven trucking, we ease the strain.
All right, everyone. We're going to dive into something today that is absolutely crucial for your business. Whether you have one truck or you're a fleet owner, it's all the same. And I know that regardless of which you are, everybody's feeling the squeeze right now. So the bottom line, it has never been more important than it is today. Do you think it's coincidental that these mega carriers, the Swifts, the CR Englands, et cetera, the guys that have drivers out there that are playing bumper cars with everybody, do you think that it's coincidental that they remain in business, they stay profitable, and they're able to continue to do this year in and year out? Do you think that that's a coincidence? While the majority of small business owners, one truck guys, fail to make it, do you think that's coincidence? Absolutely not. Why? Because of the numbers. This is a business. You have to treat it like that. Now, what's the difference between the smaller businesses and the larger businesses? Well, the larger businesses have data analysts on the team. They know what to do with the numbers. They're diving into those numbers, they're analyzing them, and they're able to make projections and predictions where to put their trucks, which trucks run the best in which markets, and so on and so forth. Because they're able to do that, they're able to keep the doors open, remain profitable, and continue running the business. Now, of course, if you're a company owner, this video is certainly for you, but owner operators, don't click away just yet. If you have a single truck, yeah, sure, you're not going to be able to benefit from all the different fleet analyst tools that Trucker Calculator offers, but it's free for you. It's absolutely free for you. So you could hire a data analyst to your business at $0 per month. I mean, that's absolutely incredible. I do want to thank Trucker Calculator for sponsoring this video, but I will say this video that I'm going to be that I'm diving into, I'm using their software as just a visual representation, because you guys don't want to just sit here and listen to a talking head. You want to actually see what's going on. So I'm going to dive into the numbers, what you should be doing with those, and how you should be analyzing them, and what you should be looking for to output. But the best representation that I can possibly use is Trucker Calculator software, and I guarantee you're going to feel the same. And the goal of this video is to just make you completely aware of your business's financial health. At the end of this, that's my goal for you. So where do you start? Well, you have to know your numbers and you have to review them often. How do you do that exactly? Let me show you. So first, I want to talk about the dashboard in Trucker Calculator, because this is going to be your new best friend. It gives you all of the key metrics that you need to know. It's going to give you total gross, net income, your expenses, right? But it's going to give that to you right at your fingertips. And you have easy access to this, whether you're checking out today, last week, last month, last few years. It's all there, and it's easily accessible, even from your phone. So just 5 minutes a day, you have a clear view of exactly how your business is doing. And that's the most important thing is you need easy access to this information. Unless you're a data scientist slash data analyst, which they're kind of the same thing, but they're kind of different. I don't know. We don't need to get into that. It's going to be difficult for you to take all of this information, input it into some kind of program, and then have it spit out digestible information that you can analyze and improve your business. Now, you can easily see the top 5 fixed and variable expenses, or find out which trucks are making you money, which ones are burning through the fuel. Look, the dashboard is made for this daily use. So it doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing, you can easily keep an eye on your business. But if you're really serious about actually fixing these issues, making your business more profitable, you have to dig into the statistics, which, you're going to need to spend a couple hours at the end of the week. I'm not saying you can just download the software, you can sign up for it, and all of a sudden your business is profitable. No, you have to actually put in the time, right? But it's not going to take you a bunch of time. You just need to spend a couple hours at the end of each week or the month, pull up your laptop and really dig into the numbers for each truck. And the thing is, Trucker Calculator makes this super easy. So what's the next step? The next step is compare and analyze. You need to compare and analyze all of your different numbers from your different weeks, from your different regions, from your different markets, from your different trailers. If you have multiple trucks, you need to be able to take all that information and compare and analyze and be able to sort through it all. Well, how do you do that? Let's have a look. So looking on the left-hand side over here, you have a statistics tab, right? And so you click on that, and now I've just pre-selected, random dates here, and this is all, these aren't real numbers. This is all made up, but this is for demonstration purposes, right? But right across the top, you can see the different trucks, and you can immediately see, and they've labeled it, or they've color-coded it nicely for you. Green is good and red is bad, right? So you can have a very quick look at what's profitable, what's not, and be able to compare for this, this time period. And you can see that this particular truck, number 133, netted or lost almost $7,000, whereas this one made, almost $3,000. So that's the beauty of this software is it's super easy to be able to go in and decipher, right? And that's what you need. You need something that is easy and that you can compare to. And so you can scroll down. If you want to see what the problem is here, you can scroll down, find the truck, click on it, and it'll tell you exactly what's going on. So that highlighting the trucks that aren't performing well allows you to, kind of drill down, maybe from last quarter or last year or whatever, to a specific expense in a specific week and see exactly what went wrong, where the problem is. Problems are not going to, it's something that can just pop up, quickly, large problems, right? But those are the obvious ones. Those are the ones that anybody can fix. A truck or a driver or a trailer or a market that is slowly adjusting, you can't understand what's going on if you don't know your numbers, if you're not analyzing your numbers until it's pretty much too late, or you're just seeing either a massive amount of profit in your bank account, which hopefully that's the case, but likely not. It's usually the other way. You don't understand what's going on until you kind of get to the end of the month. And you're like, why is there only this amount of money in there? That's nowhere near where it should be. Whereas if you were analyzing your numbers, you could see that that's not the case as you're going along. You can make that adjustment quickly, and you can keep yourself from losing a bunch of money or, looking back in retrospect and maybe having to shut the doors or, ultimately just be more profitable. Managing a business is very similar to fine-tuning your truck. So you want to look at each truck's performance, by the numbers. It's like managing a bunch of small businesses, right? That's what each truck, you can compare this to. You can figure out why one's doing better. Maybe it's lower expenses, different trailer, so on and so forth. But With this insight, you can make those targeted improvements. You can boost the efficiency of each truck. And even just a 10% optimization for each truck can significantly lift your company's overall profitability. After every analysis you look at, you can go in, you can make some tweaks, and then it's like I said, it's like fine tuning your truck. You're constantly pushing to make each one more profitable. You dig into, why is one truck, has a higher net profit? You can actually find that answer if you have that information available to you. Then you can make the necessary changes to maximize your profitability. So if I were to ask you, okay, if you ran a certain region, like let's say hypothetically in April, which I have, the information here for, in April, you ran up in the Northwest. Okay. You ran that region for the entire month of April. You can go to the dashboard and you can figure out, not figure out, you can see it right there on the screen, exactly what your rate per mile is, exactly what you netted. You will know down to the penny what you made, and you'll know down to the penny exactly what your profit per mile was, right? Not your cost per mile. You need to work in profit per mile. So let's say, I'm just throwing some numbers out there. Let's say on average, you worked for $2 a mile while you were up there. Okay. You probably didn't make a bunch of money, but it is what it is. Now, you averaged $2 per mile when you were out there, and let's say you profited 30 cents per mile. Okay. Not great. You want to be making way more than that. Okay. You're considering going back up there, and you remember, I ran up there whenever I was in last April. You can pull up these numbers. You can see exactly what's going on. Now you can take that information. Okay. When I was up there, I ran $2 a mile. I profited this. So now you can look and you can see what's the average load paying up there. Okay. Well, if it's paying $2.50 a mile, well, you know to the penny, outside of some kind of emergency situation, blown tire, whatever, breakdown, stuff like that. But and you can project and you can predict exactly how much you're going to make. How powerful do you think that knowledge is? You can look at the load board, see what the average loads are paying up there, and you can know without a shadow of a doubt exactly how much you're going to make. You can predict down to the penny, outside of an anomaly, how much you're going to make, how much you're going to profit, what you'll gross, what you'll net, all that good stuff. And you can project and predict just like these mega carriers can. And it's going to save you and make you way more money. That is how you fine tune. Okay. You have to keep all this information. It's not something that you can do and just, you can sign up for this and then it's overnight, right? Now, those changes can start immediately, especially if you run the same markets. If you run the Midwest and you go down to the Southeast and you run, I don't know, the Missouri market or whatever, you get the point. But it's something that can help you quickly, but the longer that you use it, the more powerful it becomes. And for single owner operators, there's no excuse why you're not using Trucker Calculator. It's free. It's free. It is exactly like having an IT department, or that's not what it is, like an analyst department working for you, which all the mega carriers have. They have to. That's how they've stayed in business so long. It's not a secret, kind of, but it shouldn't be, right? If everybody has access to a tool like Trucker Calculator, it's a no-brainer. And the more trucks you have, the easier this becomes, the more money you can save. Because I'm literally talking about multiple thousands of dollars. And for some of you, it could be tens of thousands of dollars. And knowing your numbers is simply not enough. You have to be able to compare those numbers. You have to be able to analyze those numbers. And then you have to know what to do with them. If you can't tell me, right, a market that you ran for a week or a month or whatever, just pick a timeline, how much you made back then, and if you went up there and ran it at X dollars per mile average, what your projected profit would be. You have to have this software. It's mandatory. And if you're not doing that and you think that that's not for you, or I don't care, I don't need to do all of that, just hang up your keys. Because if you're going to do something, do it right. If you're going to do something, that's the only way to do it, is to do it right. And because this is so easy and it makes it so easy, it is literally dummy proof. It's literally dummy proof. And the thing is, if you need some kind of, special, actually, you know what? Let me pull this up. Listen to how many fuel cards that's already currently integrated, right? They work with the Pilot Card. They work with Fleet One. They work with EFS. They work with TCS. They work with Nastic. They work with Easy Loads. They work with Smartboard. If you're using one of those full fuel cards, it's already integrated for you. You can just upload all of your information and you don't even have to do any extra work, right? But if you're not using something, one of those cards, if you have specific needs, the team can integrate whatever it is that you're working. If you're working off spreadsheets that you have yourself, no judgment here, but they're happy to work with you and integrate that so that way you can actually use the software. This is like what trucking, kind of what trucking companies used to be. It's a family business, and they're going to treat you like it, truly. And they're going to help you. They want you to be successful just as much as you want to be successful. And they're providing a tool that can absolutely do that for you. So if you don't download it, I mean, it's up to you, obviously. But I personally, I just think you're crazy. That's it for today. I do appreciate it. I hope you got something out of this. Give the video a like, please. Share it with someone. Go sign up for Trucker Calculator. If you're an owner operator, if you're a trucking business, just give it some time. Give it 3 months, give it 6 months. I guarantee you, they can't, but I will. I guarantee you that you will see a difference in your bottom line. It's impossible not to. The link is in the description down below. It's in the comments. You cannot miss it. Go check it out. You will not be disappointed. That I guarantee you. But as always, y'all keep the shiny side up. Stay driven. Let Trucker Calculator make your life easy for you. Let them focus on the bookkeeping and allow you to do what you do best. And that's driving. Have a good day.